Very, very sad story in the Hammanskraal area of this young lady who passed away not long ago. Now, it's said that this particular young lady had gone to the pub and she had met some people when she was over there who then in turn invited them. I don't know, they were drinking together and whatnot. And at the end, when these guys were now going, they invited over into their car. Or it was one gentleman, I'm not sure exactly, and then she took off and went with this guy, and she was not seen after that, and she went missing, or she was reported to be missing for a while. And the lifestyle that she was kind of like into, kind of like came into view when people started talking about it, is that this girl was into the party lifestyle. She was into this nightlife whole stuff. Even in the way that she spoke about people that kind of come to her DMs and stuff like that. There was a post I saw which someone had cropped it from one of her posts, where she was saying people should not come to her into her DMs if they are not well pocketed, if their funds do not actually speak volumes or actually lead an impression that they have money, basically. And so people were using that as an example to say, could this be one of the things that actually took her? And in that lifestyle, in this influence, or where young people are being influenced to accept that they cannot form relationships past money, it has come to a point where these young ladies have now been sent to the devil's dens. This was a teenager. Who unfortunately, after being missing for a little while, was found dumped. Her body was found dumped under a bridge after some encounter with these people that she met in these clubs. And it's all this influence that has now come on. You'll remember some time ago, I think a couple of years ago, South Africa had this trend, if you remember, of Mavuso. For many of us who lived outside the party lifestyle, this was a new thing to reviving, trying to revive this idea. I saw one made with Skomota in it. It's sad that this is we don't realize the thing that we are very much perpetuating back into the culture. Now, even those girls that were trending from the story of Mavuso and whatnot, you don't even see them. The people that laid the influences for these things, they are not even popular at this moment. It's because this lifestyle will chew you and will spit you out. Like there was the V-class slay girls that were trending some years ago, if you remember, after they had been with men and were crying to be paid. Pay me. These girls trended. They became known for this stuff. Even very recently with the influencers, it became a thing or a topic of why these girls end up going to places like Dubai. Remind you of something, of a particular verse that actually goes in line with this whole thing. And it is Proverbs chapter number 14. It says, the house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. Notice, you may think the tent is not more stable than the house, but he says, no, the tent of the righteous is the one that will flourish. It goes places because it has long life in them. And if you go back there, it says, there is a way that seemeth right. And this is the thing that determines whether it will thrive for long or what. He says, there is a way that seemeth right unto a man. You may put it that man, woman, whoever. By man, the Bible means humanity in general. All right. It says there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. So the way in which this path goes leads unto death. the most sad part of this entire story is when the friends were testifying. And they were, this one was talking about, oh no, we are the ones who introduced her to the party life. And the friend there is like, what? On the side. She's looking at her like, wait a minute, what you talking about? You know? And so people started making this trends concerning that, or they were questioning that interview. But then there was something that happened at her funeral as well. That brings me back to this thing of there's a way that seemeth right into a man, but the end thereof. This lady stands up, she goes up, and she says, you know, the thing that they are known for, the thing that they are known for doing, you know, pouring out astropads, the same way you see in the gangsters' parties, they'll be shooting guns and stuff like that. She was like, you know what, that thing that they do there, let us see it here. Come bring whatever drinks Yahweh into these parties and whatnot, and they come out and they start pouring out astropads on the ground and all that. And I was like a bit perplexed by that. So wait, the very same lifestyle, we still want to let that be how we celebrate this person's life, as they have died in a very terrible manner, as we can speak of, out of this entire thing, or this lifestyle that has been pushed before them, this life that has been influenced. You see all these girls on social media, these influencers, these host girls that you see out here. So you see, we see all of that. And when we go to the funeral of this young girl, that's exactly what we are going to do. We're going to pour out the istropads, I think that's the name of that drink, and so forth, the things that she was into. Instead of deterring those very same young people that are there and say, this is not the way to go. Because yes, they might say it, but then if you say, you know what, as a way of celebrating her, come and do it. Is it not giving that same lifestyle fuel? This type of things for me, they kind of like perplexing for me. I just don't get it. In its general way, it looks like it's the right way, but then the end thereof, the scripture would say, the end thereof is destruction. When do we start questioning this lifestyle? You know, party lifestyle and so forth. I once was there. Pretty much get what that looks like. And when I was in that path, based on the advice that my mom had given me, I could see what my mom was saying when she said, this path leads nowhere but death. When she said that, I was like looking at it, picking it out. I've had friends that I knew who died within this very same lifestyle. This lifestyle of overindulgence in either, whether it be in alcohol consumption or whatnot, or whatever you call it. And so for us to have a young lady die, and then these young kids are trapped into this life cycle of overpricing their beauty, right? Of overemphasizing on their beauty. So to a point where they can put a price, like when they overemphasize it to a point where they put a price on it. And then we then say, yeah, no, you know what, to celebrate this young girl's life, we're going to pour out. There's a way that seemeth right, but then the end thereof. Are we not also encouraging the very same thing, but to each and every man his own? Africa is one of those countries where we have an extremely bad rap, particularly when it comes to alcohol abuse. And so, should we be now the ones who are just, I don't know. I'm asking myself, should we think concerning that, or we just let it be? Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. It's the Reality Show. We do daily Christian commentary videos. So when the verse says there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is destruction. I don't think it only speaks to the people that are left behind. It also speaks to the person whom it affects. So us who are left behind, when we are looking at that path, and in the way that we are supposedly celebrating this person's life, does it not endorse that? Just asking. Zriki, y'all tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. And sometimes there are certain things that happen before us which are a moment of a lesson, you could kind of say. We should use it like that instead of then endorsing that very same thing. Just thinking out loud here. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. It's Ricky. We're done here.